Alright, so I'm about to drop some knowledge on y'all real quick. NoFap on its own is not enough to really make a significant change in your life. Or maybe I should rephrase that. It's not enough to make a positive, significant change in your life. And the reason why is because if you just do NoFap, but you're living your life as you normally were, what's going to happen is you're just going to be thinking about sex all day, and you're going to have this brain fog. And that's why people say that they can't do NoFap or they can't practice abstinence, because they're just going to be thinking about sex all the time. And if you're doing that, I'm not one to say that like there's a right and wrong way to do NoFap, but you're basically not going to see the effects to their true potential. So I have compiled a list of 5 things you can do to really activate the benefits of NoFap and make it work for you. The key to NoFap is understanding that your mind controls your body, not the other way around. So if you're having this brain fog, that means that you don't have control over your mind and you're letting your body control your thoughts. And that's understandable. It takes time to master your mind. I don't think you can ever truly master your mind. You can only just gain more control over it. But these 5 things should help you gain more control over your mind. So the first thing that you can do is meditate. Now, meditation is something that I've been doing for almost half of my life. I think I started meditating when I was like 10 or 11. Like my dad put me onto that really early. And like I got to a point when I was like maybe 12 or 13 that I was doing it every day, which now that I think about it isn't very normal for a middle schooler, but I was on it early. But then I fell off, and then this year I kind of like picked back up, and now I do it like 3 to 4 times a day. And meditation is probably the most important thing on this list, because it forces you to be present and to acknowledge your feelings, and then to clear your mind. So if you're doing NoFap and you're not meditating, I can see how it might be a really big struggle for you. Now, when I say meditation, I don't mean like you have to attend yoga classes or, you have to sit there for like 2 hours at a time. When I meditate, it might be anywhere from like 2 minutes to like 20 or 30 minutes, just depending on how I feel. But meditation is like the foundation of controlling your mind, gaining mastery over your mind. I think that there are actually apps that you can use to meditate, like guided meditations. There's guided meditations on YouTube as well. Sometimes I like to meditate to music. Sometimes I like to meditate outside. Just find a place that you can be by yourself, preferably, and just focus on breathing as deep as possible, clearing your mind out, and that right there should help a lot of that brain fog go away. The next thing you can do, cold showers. Cold showers are definitely a very effective way to reprogram your mind and kind of gain a sense of mental toughness, because no matter how you do it, no matter how you approach it, that water's cold. Like getting in slowly is not going to help. At the end of the day, you just got to take the discomfort for what it is. And it's like an everyday thing. Like I do it twice a day. It's a little bit easier right now because it's summer and I live in Texas. It gets hot. But, in the winter, when you're taking those cold showers, like them shits hit, bro. It gets really, really cold. But cold showers are good for your skin, your immune system, and like I said, your mental health. Anything that forces you to get out of your comfort zone is going to help you develop mental toughness if you're doing it every single day. You never really get used to the cold water like that. It just, there's always going to be that little moment of hesitation where you're like, damn, I could just turn the water to hot right now, but you don't. And it seems insignificant, but it has a carryover effect into the rest of your life. It takes a strong-willed, strong-minded person to get in that cold water every day. So doing that and meditation, those 2 things alone are going to help you a lot. But the next thing on the list, deleting social media. So the reason why I deleted social media is because I couldn't really control myself. Like if I got bored, I would just get on social media instead of maybe writing or doing something productive. Now, if you have enough self-control to only get on at certain times of the day, or only get on when you have something to post, then you don't really need to delete it. But regardless, I would say stop scrolling through your feed. And the reason why is because social media is just a big trap for people on NoFap. Like I'm gonna just be upfront and honest with y'all. It's all types of girls, especially now, like summer's coming up, girls going swimming, wearing bikinis and all types of shit. It's hard to avoid. The best course of action is to either restrict your time on social media And it'll help with like your overall productivity as well, but either restrict your time on social media or just delete it altogether. And you'll find that that's a really big trigger and you probably don't even know it. Also, social media is just constant stimulation. It gives you more things to think about. You're more focused on other people's lives as opposed to your own. Since you're so focused on other people, you don't really have a chance to put your mind in check, and that's when your body starts to take over. So, just remove that from your life. I promise you'll feel way better for it. The next thing on my list is to get out into nature. This is something that I kind of started slacking on last year, but I'm really picking back up on. I make an effort to get out of my house every single day now. Even if I'm just going in the backyard, just being in nature in some form. And I know some people may live in a city where there isn't much nature, but just get outside basically, or even open your window and just like sit in front of the window. Also, this is a side note, this isn't a very pragmatic thing. It's kind of, I guess, esoteric, but along with nature comes the idea of grounding, which is basically just walking outside in either the grass or the dirt without shoes on. And it sounds like weird, but just try it. Just do it for like 15 minutes a day and see how you feel after that. And the last tip that I have is to work out. So working out is very important on NoFap, and the reason why is because when you're doing NoFap, you have all of this pent up energy. And that's the reason why fighters tend to do NoFap and just refrain from sex in general in the weeks or days leading up to fights, because it gives you an extra kick of energy. Like your body's trying to figure out a way to release this energy, but like I said, that's where your mind comes in and you can channel this energy into other outlets. So working out is a really good one. You're wearing yourself out, but you're building your body up as well, which is going to do wonders for your confidence. Trust me when I tell you that NoFap will make you have some of the best workouts that you'll ever have. Like, it's crazy, bro. I haven't tried maxing out or anything, but like my endurance levels when it comes to doing calisthenics are just crazy now. Also, working out will just give you a sense of discipline, just to keep going back to the gym, developing a routine, challenging yourself, constantly improving. These are ideals that align very well with NoFap, which is why a lot of people who do NoFap start working out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, you don't need to do all 5 things, but I would personally recommend it. I do all 5 things and relapse is nowhere in sight for me. Like, I'm not gonna relapse. Maybe if I get a girlfriend, then that'll be something different, but the whole PMO thing, that's done. Just try at least 2 of these things. If you do at least 2 of these things, particularly meditation, just do meditation and then any one of the other ones, and you should see significant results on NoFap. And also, don't forget, your mind controls your body. Your body does not control your mind.